Hello guys, welcome back to the Auto Intuitive channel. My name is Isaac, and here in front of us we have the BMW M Performance electric sedans. So they're fully electric. The one on the left is an i5 M60. The one on the right in white is the i4 M50. So I just want to justify a bit why the i4 costs $73, how it's built. It has a premium package, park assistance package. And the one on the left has the premium package and Sky Lounge added, and that's about it. And it's about $90K. This park assistance on the i5 is standard. I had to force these lights on so you guys could see the glowing grille, because the glowing grille only comes on when the headlights are on. So I had to turn on the headlights manually, otherwise it wouldn't be on right now because it's daytime. This car, the i4, does not have a glowing grille, but it has the new big old kidney grills that were very controversial when this car came out. Seemed a bit overdone. But anyways, the i4 has 536 horsepower, 545 pound-feet of torque, and it's fairly fast, and it's all-wheel drive as well. There's an electric motor between the front axle and one on the rear axle, and the battery sits between the wheels right in here, so it's nice and smooth as well. It doesn't bob around as my M340 would. My M340 is a gas engine car, an M Performance car. The i5 M60 has 590 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, and it replaces the M550, which is a twin-turbo V8 that has 523 horsepower, or 530 about, and 553 pound-feet of torque. So more power is great, but they do ride a bit different. Let me get on the back here. You see our smooth door handles there. That's the electric car generation for BMWs. And on the back here, you can see the new rear end, which some agree with, some don't. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. And then here we have the i4's rear, which the i4 M50 looks identical to the gas-powered variant as well. So if it was debadged, you'd be able to tell because there are no exhausts, of course. There we go. You can see the rear diffusers on this car as well. On the i5, no rear exhaust pipes. So one car, the one on the right, 5 Series, is an odd number. The one on the left is an even number, and we've gone through this in other videos where odd numbers work like this. Even numbers. They're much smoother in style, how they look. You can see around the window, there's no frame. So the window floats there. When the window's all the way down, the door looks like it's floating. So that's a 4 Series or even number thing with BMWs. And we'll go to this car, since it's an odd number. Look at that. This one's the more normal, I guess you want to call it. Less styly. But it is an i5 M60. One thing I noticed when I got into this car is when I sit inside the i5, oh, that drives me crazy. When I sit inside the i5 M60, it feels modern and nice and luxurious. The seats are more comfortable, I would have to say. They're more cushy. The door design, as you know, I'm weird with doors, so the whole door design there is new. Door handle. This also has the Bowers & Wilkins. But this center stack here in the middle is, so my seat, let me make sure my seat is all the way down. Yeah, my seat is all the way down, and this center stack is floating pretty high. Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell with where I'm sitting. Another thing I noticed too is that the dash is much higher in the i5 M60, or in the new i5, or in the new 5 Series. There's a 530 as well, and a 540 here that I'm going to be reviewing soon. But as you can see, the dash is a lot higher, and so that gives the windshield, makes the windshield feel a bit smaller. Not sure if this is necessary. I do believe the car next to us probably deserves this more than this car, because this car tries to be more of a luxury car. And of course you have the new steering wheel. Let me see if I could zoom out here a bit. as you can see there. And so I want to show you how the one next to us looks like. Because, yeah. Another thing about the i5 is that it has ARS. So it has dynamic handling, it seems like, where it doesn't seem to want to lean, but it's very comfortable as you're driving. And it's much more quieter than the i4. I couldn't feel the cracks on the road like I did in the i4. But that's just a preference thing. That's like an M550, M340 client. So let's sit in this thing, in the i4 M50. See, you notice the dash is low, right? Now this seat, let me just make sure that this seat's all the way down. Yeah, the seat is all the way down. Here's our steering wheel. This is the classic steering wheel we've had M Sport on a lot of the M Sport cars since 2019 about. And this center stack is so much lower. Yeah, so the seats are fairly comfortable, but they're stiffer than in the i5 for good reason, because the i5 is an executive car. It's more luxurious and yada yada. Of course, we have the iDrive 8, which we've gone through already. Let me look at this here. So on the i4, it gets 269 miles of range, and BMW has been beating them by about 20%, so I'm not worried. So it's probably around 285. It takes 8 hours to charge from 0 to 100% with a 240, and it eats 35 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. The i5 next to us eats about 38 and has a 248 mile range with an 89 mile per gallon electric. This car has a 95 mile per gallon electric. Another thing about the i4 as well is that it has 10 out of 10 for fuel for greenhouse rating. The i5 M60 has a 9 out of 10. Here, I'll show you. Another thing about this steering wheel is that it's manual in the i4. Of course, it's electric in the i5. So, let's move again. Ooh, door. Make sure you guys see this thing further out. There we go. Pretty girls, pretty ladies. Yeah. But this car, the i4, you could feel the ground. It is a bit louder. And it seems to me, if I stomp on it, the first 2 seconds, it's kind of wandering. The front wheels are grabbing so much more than the rears. It's almost like the rears are thinking, but the fronts are saying, let's go. Which I couldn't feel on the i5 M60. And I'm not sure if that's because it has anti-roll stability. And also it has rear steering on this car as well. It's so cushy and so comfortable, and it's a lot more quiet. It has more insulation. So we're almost at 10 minutes, aren't we? Let's walk around the car again. Which one of these is for you? I mean, I would take both, but I like engines as well. And they're both super fast, so I'm not thinking about how fast they are. I'm just wondering what kind of flavor works for you. Thank you for watching, and let's do another one. Please ask me some questions on this car, on these cars, on all of them that you view on my channel. I like those challenges. And I am in the US, so these cars are US versions, United States versions. Thank you for your time. Until next time.